Morning meeting, you said something that was really interesting because people are saying that that this happens to him around the anniversary of his mother's death, and that perhaps that triggers his mental illness.
So why I didn't want to rush through the last segment is that I am now 48 days out since my father passed. And make no mistake, grief is something, I heard the metaphor that it feels like a part of your body has been amputated. And I feel like 2/3 of my heart has been amputated, and I'm trying to figure out how to live with 2/3 of my heart gone. And it is overwhelming, and it's the way I imagine an addict has to stay on sobriety when they're sober. I have to stay on my emotional health right now. All of you know it, you're all my close friends. And I think when I see someone like Kanye, I just felt compassion that he doesn't have the same kind of support that I do. I have friends, I have God, I have pastors, I have my in-laws, I have my husband, I have therapists, everyone holding me and carrying me through this. And when I saw him yesterday, a lot of people were saying his mother died, he reacted this way. And also, much like you're not growing up with a father, I don't want my father's death ever to be a crutch for bad behavior for me.
Bad behavior,
And that's really important to me. And it's a really hard thing to talk about, and it's a really hard thing to open up to. But when I came back on the show, I knew it would be important because there are other people who have lost parents. And I do wonder, like you said, where is the love and support in his life?
Not even
to
just
not
from
let
his
him
family,
do this
but
manic.
Well, where's Kim?
Why wasn't the White House, though,
there was no
thinking more broadly about it to say, you know, it was a spectacle for them. It was interesting, the optics that you had the president behind the desk, which never is when he has a guest in the Oval Office.
It felt like they were using him.
Well, that's what was sad to me, is if they knew this could get out of hand, which it did, why not protect him and protect yourselves and say, let's do this differently, let's do this behind
I also feel like when he left that there was laughter at his condition. This is a man that has mocked Dr. Ford, a disabled reporter, every person everyone has a name. Kanye now has a nickname. I know that he has a nickname, and it's something that he calls him with his little buddies, and maybe with Jared and Ivanka, they had a little laugh at his expense because that's what he does. And I feel like that's our shame, because no one's helping. And I don't know if he's open to help, but I just feel like this is a public cry for help, and he's not getting any help.
I will say I've dealt with this in my... you know, and I shared this with all of you, that I've dealt with someone in my family that suffers from bipolar, and I can tell you it's extremely difficult to get them admitted into the hospital. They have to be a danger to themselves or others, so they have to admit themselves. But I wonder, where is Kim? Where's the Kardashian machine?
You also have dealt with extreme grief that you've also shared with me. And what I think is important is it's not the politics of this. It's not that you can support Trump all day long. I was talking about in the meeting, I remember when Daddy Yankee came to my dad's headquarters to support him as a surrogate right there. And he came in, he was so professional. I was in the meeting when it happened. When he came on the road, he held a concert for my father. They did a presser together, and it was all done very professionally. And if Kanye wants to support the president, he should do it in a professional manner, not showing photos of planes he wants to
I don't think his goal is to support the president. His goal is to get attention and to talk about what he wants to do. It was what we were seeing were a mirror image. I'm glad they were across the desk from each other, because I hope that they could look into each other's eyes and see each other.
No, I actually think
see themselves.
Trump's face was sort of, well, Trump's face was like, I don't even know what to do in this situation. This is like beyond what I even understand.
Well, I read something on Twitter yesterday. It said untreated bipolar disorder meets untreatable narcissism. And perhaps that's what
I do want to make one point though, before we go.
I just want to bracket on this before we wrap. It's okay to not be okay, because I'm not 100% okay right now in my grief. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not feel 100% all the time, and I just don't want anything to be stigmatized about grief or being bipolar, any problems anyone has. It's okay to not be okay. I just, for me, I do know that